Hey everyone! I hope you've got a drink on hand, because this is going to get salty. So, I've come across a lot of glitches in this game. I've come to expect that. I've still mostly found ways of enjoying the game in spite of that, but this one just hit very differently, and so I'm done with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. I don't presently plan on covering it anymore on this channel. My joy for this game is all gone now. I'll show you why. So, this here is my main campaign file. I've started another one because I didn't want to take the risk of starting New Game Plus on my main file, and it irreparably breaks something. So, I started a second one. But this one is my main file. It's the one on which I've unlocked all the characters and all the perks and maxed out all the perks. I've done everything. It was a lot of work. This file is no longer usable to me. I'll show you why. So this is the map screen. This is where it last auto-saved. There is no accessible options menu from here. I can press triangle for info, which just lets me know what type of stage each thing is. That's it. No other button does anything, except for the button to start the next match. And there is no choice of where to go from here. There is only the one option. Now, you might have already noticed that something is off. Because, as you can see, I am playing as Rocksteady. And according to the graphic for this stage, I am about to unlock Rocksteady. I don't know how that happened, but here we are. From here, I have no other option but to start the match. And here is where the issue rears its ugly head. I cannot do anything. I cannot move. I cannot skip the dialogue because there is no dialogue to skip. I cannot access the pause menu from the dialogue interface. This is just where we live now. And altogether, what this means is that this campaign file, in which I have poured so many hours, is now bricked. It is useless. I can do nothing from this screen, and I could do nothing from the map screen. The game just stops here. Now, I don't know what's causing this. I mean, obviously it's a programming error. That's all it ever is. But I've never encountered this problem before. If I had, I would have quit playing the game sooner and not put as much time into it. But there's a few different things going on here that are out of the ordinary, and I don't know which one is to blame. First, the game thinks this is the match to unlock Rocksteady, which clearly it isn't, because I've already got Rocksteady. I am playing as Rocksteady right now. So maybe the glitch is a result of the game thinking I'm trying to unlock the same character twice, and it just doesn't know what to do with that fact? I don't know. The fact that the name is showing up as vendor tells me that this is some kind of identification issue. So maybe? The other possible issue is the fact that it's Rocksteady versus Rocksteady. In the game, which normally has dialogue for a character when you're about to unlock them, maybe is trying to find the dialogue file for Rocksteady versus Rocksteady, and that file doesn't exist. Because how can you be playing as Rocksteady while unlocking Rocksteady? That doesn't make sense. And maybe the game knows that. And I'm like, yeah. It's almost as if this match to unlock Rocksteady should not even be happening in the first place if I'm currently actively playing as Rocksteady. Weird, huh? And the third possible issue is a recently added feature because, as you've probably noticed, I'm actually not alone in this fight. See, I started this campaign run for the purpose of checking out the new power-ups that were just added. And one of the new legendary power-ups gives you a random sidekick for each match. Cool idea, but I had been noticing some, again, programming errors. Things like the matchup screen saying that I'm fighting this character, when instead it's the two of us taking on a horde. I guess just because the game doesn't know how to say visually that I am with this character fighting a horde. You know, stuff like that. And so since this is a new feature, it's likely that there's some oversight like that. And maybe when it comes to matches to unlock characters, maybe the game is getting confused about which character is supposed to be talking to who. So those are the three possible causes that come to mind. Maybe none of them on their own would be enough to cause this. Maybe this is just the perfect storm of programming errors. But whatever the case, and however unlikely it is, it doesn't change the fact that I've effectively lost my file. I've lost all my progress. And I don't want to start a new campaign file from scratch. Again. Because I've already done that recently, and it sucked. It sucked just as much as it did the first several times that I had to go through campaign mode. It turns out, campaign mode only gets fun, at least for me, once I've got all the right perks and maxed them out. Which takes a long time. So, I don't want to do that again. And that was the only thing I was enjoying in this game. Versus mode is also riddled with issues. I had to cut 2 characters and several stages from the AI tournaments that I've been doing on this channel, because they had so many game-breaking issues. And after this, I don't even want to do any more tournaments on the channel. Not even the matches I've already recorded. I'm done. I'm not in the mood. I'm upset. Look, this game has broken my heart before, and I've found ways to forgive it and carry on. This one, though, just cut too deep. I would consider coming back to it if a solution to this issue was found. I tried looking it up online. I didn't come across anybody describing this issue. So it's either new or it's very rare. There isn't a fix for it that I'm aware of, or else this video would have had a much happier ending. As it stands now, all I can do is warn people. Just say, hey, this happened to me. But I don't even know what I'm warning people against, because I don't know what ultimately caused this. All I can do is guess, and there are too many possible factors. I guess that I would say to avoid what looks like an unlocking match if it's a character you've already unlocked. Definitely if it's the character you're currently playing as. Maybe also avoid unlocking characters while you've got the AI buddy power-up. Like, just as you see one of those matches coming up on the map, then either pick a different route, or in this case, if there's no route around it, then just pause and quit the run during an earlier stage. because you won't be able to do that when you get into the stage itself. Like, I'm here now, I am pressing buttons, I cannot do anything. I don't know if it's possible to fix this. I don't know if patches to the game would apply to whatever this glitch is, so I don't even know what to suggest as far as a fix to the game, apart from, I don't know, having a pause menu on the overworld screen? Like, you know, every game ever made except for this one, and which would really help me out here, because then I would have the option to quit the campaign run before going into the one available stage that keeps hardlocking me. Maybe that would help? So, in conclusion, I am done with this game. I have a large supply of patience. If you've watched me play this game, then you know how much patience I have. The patience allotment that I have granted to this game, vast as it was at the start, is now spent. I am done. When I finish recording, I am uninstalling this game, and moving on to others. If you happen to know of a workaround for this, or if an update comes out to fix this, do let me know in the comments. Maybe I can look into it after some time has passed. I don't know what their plans are for the future of this franchise, but as it presently stands, if there's a second season for this game, I'm not interested. If there's a third game in the series, I am not pre-ordering it as I did the first two. I am waiting for reviews before I even consider getting it. And even then, maybe just waiting until it goes on sale. They have lost my trust at this point, and it would take a lot to win it back. I would much rather, and probably actually will, go back to the first game. And if anybody watching this is thinking about getting this game, I would instead point them towards the first one. It is, always has been, and likely will always remain, a much better game. This game from the get-go has been a jungle of glitches. The first one had issues too, but the things that prevented it from being a great game were all later rectified by free updates. They were missing voiceovers, they added voiceovers for free. They needed items, they added them for free. Along with item selection, which this game pretends to have, but doesn't. The first game lacked a proper villain. They added Shredder for free. This game, by contrast, has had so many issues from day one that never got fixed, and at this point, likely never will. It's so strange for a same console generation sequel. They had all the combat mechanics and AI behavior figured out, and working great in the first game. It seemed like they restarted everything from scratch with this one, and missed a bunch of text, and just never got the game properly on its feet. A third installment in this franchise would only be worth looking into if it's more like the original game. That's weird to have to say, because it's not even about the usual reasons why sequels don't always live up to the original. This is simply about the game being inherently broken in a way that suggests that they threw out everything about the first one that worked. Anyways, that was a lot to get off my chest. Just wanted to let you guys know why I'm canceling the last two tournaments that I just said in the last video I was going to do. It's not because I can't do them, I can still access versus mode, it's just that I don't want to. I'm too mad at this game now. I don't feel like it. First of all, most blunt reason. I would not enjoy putting tournaments together at this point. Secondly, until such a time as this issue gets fixed, I don't feel right further promoting a game in which a campaign can be bricked this hard. I don't want people to waste their time on it. But that'll do it for this video. Do you have a sub-story about this game glitching out? Share it in the comments. We can cry about it together. This can be a group therapy video. I'll be back with other games shortly.